Deep underground, gigantic forces of nature lurk. They are ancient, and once awakened, they slowly make their way to the surface. We're talking about supervolcanoes. These colossal geological giants are not just fascinating, they're a real-life force of nature that can send shivers down your spine. Supervolcanoes, my friends, are the ancient monsters of the Earth that have remained hidden for thousands of years. Unlike your run-of-the-mill volcanoes, these monsters are equipped with magma chambers that can store not just tons, but thousands of times more molten rock. Just one eruption from a supervolcano can send shockwaves through the world. Intriguingly, their structure is like a puzzle that we're still piecing together. At the heart of a supervolcano lies its most enigmatic feature, the magma chamber. This chamber is no ordinary cauldron. It's a colossal reservoir of molten rock capable of holding thousands of cubic kilometers of magma. The mere thought of its sheer size is enough to make your imagination run wild. The vent, where the eruption occurs, is not just an opening in the Earth's crust. It's a portal to chaos. When the pressure within the magma chamber becomes too great, this vent unleashes a catastrophic explosion. It's like a cork being pulled from a cosmic bottle of fury. Picture a colossal bowl-shaped crater that can stretch for dozens of kilometers. This is the caldera, the dramatic aftermath of a supervolcanic eruption. Beneath the surface, supervolcanoes have a complex layer cake of rock formations. These layers tell a tale of eruptions past, revealing the history of a geological beast that slumbers until it decides to awaken. The complexity of supervolcanoes extends deep beneath the Earth's surface. Intriguingly, their roots penetrate far into the Earth, and we're only beginning to fathom the depths of this enigma. Now we know what they are. But how dangerous are they? These supervolcanoes are the very embodiment of catastrophe. When they blow, it's not just local devastation, it's global turmoil. Their eruptions can unleash unfathomable amounts of ash and gas into the atmosphere, potentially plunging the planet into a volcanic winter. Picture this: crop failures, mass extinctions, and a planet shrouded in darkness. That's what supervolcanoes bring to the table. Now, are you ready for the grand reveal of the biggest and most dangerous supervolcanoes we know? First up, meet the enigmatic Toba caldera in Indonesia. Its last eruption, about 74,000 years ago, might have nearly wiped us out. Then, the Long Valley caldera in California is no less fearsome. It's a sleeping giant with a violent past. And don't forget about the Taupo volcanic zone in New Zealand, which is home to multiple supervolcanoes. Next, the Campi Flegrei in Italy, which is stirring and shaking as we speak. It's exactly this supervolcano that is currently giving us the biggest bellyache. Seismic activity in this region continues to increase, and the threat from one large eruption or several small ones is difficult to predict. But that's not all. Over in the heart of the United States, Yellowstone, the granddaddy of supervolcanoes, is also making headlines. Seismic activity is on the rise, and it's sending shockwaves of concern throughout the scientific community. Yellowstone, with its history of colossal eruptions, is flexing its muscles, and when it does, it can have worldwide repercussions. These supervolcanoes are not just fascinating, they're apocalyptic in their potential. Let's continue with a journey through the annals of Earth's history, exploring past supervolcanic outbreaks and their massive impact on the evolution of life on Earth. We're talking about eruptions so colossal, so earth-shattering, they forever altered the course of life on our planet. One of the most iconic examples is the Toba supervolcano eruption. It was the most violent eruption of the past 2 million years. It is estimated that it spewed out enough material to pile up Mount Everest, the highest mountain in the world, twice. The catastrophe unfolded as Toba spewed volcanic ash and gases, plunging Earth into a volcanic winter. Imagine a world where skies darken, temperatures plummet, and life teeters on the brink. But here's the twist. Out of this chaos emerged the path of evolution leading to the world we know. Survivors clung to existence, adapting to the harsh new world created by supervolcanoes. This is where some of our ancestors faced the ultimate test. A race of adaptation began, from which new emerged. The past supervolcanic outbreaks were not just episodes of devastation, they were the crucible of life's resilience and adaptation. This is the destiny that has shaped our world, and it's our duty to celebrate it, learn from it, and protect it. You may wonder how we could monitor supervolcanoes and predicting their potential eruptions. The answer lies in the hands of geoscience. Let's dive in. Monitoring supervolcanoes is like trying to predict a storm in a tumultuous sea. These giants, such as Yellowstone and Campi Flegrei, are shrouded in mystery, deep beneath the Earth's surface. So, how do we begin to unravel this enigma? It's a task of seismic monitoring, geodetic measurements, gas sampling, and the analysis of ground deformation. Here's where it gets interesting. These behemoths often provide subtle clues before their grand performance. There may be increased seismic activity, ground uplift, or changes in gas emissions. These signs offer a hint that something might be brewing beneath the surface. Now, the million-dollar question. Can we predict a supervolcanic eruption with certainty? The truth is, while we can monitor these volcanoes and recognize potential precursors, predicting an eruption is challenging. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room. What would be the impact of an outbreak on us and on our world? When one of these geological giants erupts, it's not just the Earth that trembles. Society, the animal kingdom, as well as the flora are thrown into turmoil. The entire cycle that makes life on planet Earth possible would be shaken to its foundations. The immediate impact on society is nothing short of catastrophic. Transportation comes to a halt, infrastructure crumbles under the weight of ash, and communities are displaced. Food shortages, disrupted supply chains, solar energy failure, and economic chaos become the new normal. But through the drama, there's a shining light. The human spirit has an uncanny ability to endure and rebuild. Communities come together to support one another and craft a path toward recovery. This struggle for survival is a testament to the indomitable spirit of humanity. While we cannot alter the course of nature with certainty, there are a few intriguing considerations in the realm of supervolcano prevention. 1. Cooling the cauldron. Some scientists have proposed the concept of cooling the magma chamber within a supervolcano. This would involve injecting massive amounts of cold water into the chamber, effectively reducing the temperature and potentially calming the volcanic beast. However, this idea is fraught with uncertainties and potential unintended consequences. 2. Relieving pressure. Another idea is to relieve pressure within the supervolcano by drilling into it and extracting some of the molten rock. This could, in theory, reduce the likelihood of a catastrophic eruption. But the logistical and technical challenges of drilling into such massive chambers are daunting, not to mention the ethical and environmental dilemmas it would pose. 3. Geoengineering solutions. One idea is to pump vast amounts of atmospheric gases, such as sulfur dioxide, to create a temporary cooling effect in the event of an impending eruption. While this might sound like a great solution, it also carries risks and unknown long-term consequences. Intriguing as these concepts may be, the reality is that we are only scratching the surface of our understanding of supervolcanoes. The prevention of such colossal eruptions remains an enigmatic and complex challenge, with no foolproof strategies in place. As we continue to explore and study these geological monsters, we must remember that nature, with all its power, often keeps its most dangerous secrets hidden deep within the earth. Finally, supervolcanoes are fascinating geological features with the potential for both awe-inspiring and catastrophic events. While the odds of a major eruption happening in our lifetime are low, there is growing evidence of increasing volcanic activity around the world. Let's stay awake and keep an eye on this sleeping danger. Did you like this video? Then here are 2 more for you. If you don't want to miss any more exciting videos about our incredible world, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell.